Welcome to the latest edition of Cardiovascular Updates, covering breakthroughs in the past 2 weeks. Brought to you by Lucid Quest. First, stroke rehabilitation. The UK TRICEPS study passed a key milestone, with 205 of a planned 270 participants enrolled. This double-blind trial tests non-invasive transcutaneous vagus nerve stimulation delivered via a wearable earpiece paired with home-based therapy for hand and arm weakness 6 months to 10 years after stroke. The £2 million programme spans 19 NHS centres and includes 1-hour sessions 5 times weekly for 12 weeks for many participants. Results could shape at-home neuro-rehab if efficacy is confirmed. Next, thrombolysis for obstructive mechanical valve thrombosis. In an open-label randomized trial at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, with 83 patients, Tenecteplase was non-inferior to low-dose slow-infusion alteplase for thrombolytic success. Complete success occurred in 97.5% of Tenecteplase patients versus 81.4% with alteplase, and hospital stay was shorter with Tenecteplase. Adverse events were similar, though the study excluded patients in cardiogenic shock, included few with NYHA Class 4 symptoms, and lacked long-term follow-up. Emergency intubation sedatives were tested head-to-head. In the New England Journal of Medicine RSI trial across 14 U.S. emergency departments and ICUS, 2,365 adults were randomized to ketamine or etomidate. Mortality was similar, 28.1% with ketamine and 29.1% with etomidate, but ketamine caused more cardiovascular collapse, particularly severe hypotension. The findings support careful drug selection based on hemodynamic risk. In surgical robotics, SS Innovations submitted a 510(k) for the SSi Mantra system to the US FDA. The company cites 138 installed systems across 8 countries and more than 7,300 procedures to date, including 88 telesurgeries and 390 cardiac cases. The firm pursued 510(k) after FDA feedback and continues toward EU CE marking, which it believes could arrive in the first half of 2026. Digital screening for atrial fibrillation is expanding, but who joins matters. Advance's substudy from eBRAVE-AF, 67,488 German insurance policyholders were invited, and 5,551 consented and were randomized to smartphone-based screening or usual care, with claims data available for 51,775. Participants were younger and healthier than non-participants. Screening more than doubled detection of AF, requiring oral anticoagulation in the trial, and model-based extrapolation suggested higher yields in the broader invited population. Most anticoagulation was with factor Xa inhibitors. Limitations include reliance on claims data and modeling. Gene editing in cardiometabolic disease reached a first-in-human milestone. In the open-label Phase 1 CRISPR ANGPTL3 trial of CTX310, a single lipid nanoparticle infusion designed to disrupt hepatic ANGPTL3 lowered ANGPTL3 protein by 73% to 80% at higher doses, reduced LDL cholesterol by 48.9%, triglycerides by 55.2%, and apolipoprotein B by 33.4% at around 60 days. No dose-limiting toxicities occurred, with mostly mild transient events reported. One death occurred 179 days after the lowest dose. Longer-term follow-up is planned. Cholesterol Therapeutics also advanced via traditional pathways. The FDA approved Lerodalcibep, branded Lerodalcibep, a monthly self-administered PCSK9 inhibitor for adults with hypercholesterolemia, including heterozygous familial hypercholesterolemia. It can be stored at room temperature for up to 3 months. Approval was supported by the Phase 3 Liberate-HR trial, which showed an absolute 56% LDL cholesterol reduction versus placebo over 1 year, with consistent findings across the broader Liberate program. Finally, acute arrhythmia care at home. The FDA-approved Cardamyst etripamil nasal spray for the conversion of acute symptomatic episodes of paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardia in adults. In the Phase 3 RAPID trial, 64% of patients who self-administered etripamil converted to sinus rhythm within 30 minutes versus 31% with placebo, a hazard ratio of 2.62, with a median time to conversion of 17 minutes versus 54 minutes. The most common adverse events were transient local nasal effects, and fewer than 2% discontinued due to adverse events. Stay ahead in cardiovascular research. Like, share, and subscribe for our updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqventures.com for expert healthcare consulting. See you next time.